Okay, up here we have the realm outside of polarity, because you've got your two sides of polarity. So here, I suppose we could say that to be negative and that to be positive, if you like. It doesn't matter. We can call that, and you can call that the dark, and you can call that the light. Okay, that's just common terms that we use for two different expressions of energy. Outside of polarity here, it's kind of sitting at the top, is what we call the Christ. Now that's not a religious term. What I'm sharing with you here today, that word is not a religious term. Okay? A religion has utilised that term for its own purposes, but the information and knowledge I'm sharing with you here today sits outside all sciences, all religions, all politics. This is what lies, this is the truth that lies behind all of it. Okay? The word Christ means the golden light. It means Christos in ancient Greek words. It means the energy, the frequency, which is the frequency of balance between the two. The reason they called people like myself in ancient times Akhenaten, or Jesus, or Buddha, or Muhammad, or Abraham, any of the enlightened beings were called such because we had the golden halo around us. It was glowing. And the people could see that visually with their own eyes because the planet was in a different frequency back then, and they were able to see these things. And therefore, they called these people the golden ones, or the anointed ones. That's what it represents. And that's where the word Christ comes from, Christos. So it's a bit sad when there's other modes or religions out there that are attacking that word specifically because their own prophets resonate at that frequency, that light spectrum as well, and that needs to be understood, that does not belong to any particular being. You know, the one we know as Jesus, whose real name is Lord Sananda out in the cosmos, that's a higher aspect of his being, is one, just but one being of the Christed energy. Just one. There's many. And all of us people here, our journey here to go into what we call the golden age is to become one of those beings and to operate under that auspice, under that energy. That's what this is all about. And because the golden light is outside of polarity, it's a balanced state of being. The beings in the Christed energy really understand how to utilise the two powers, the two energies, what we refer to as the dark and the light, to achieve what one needs to achieve in a very balanced and respectful manner to all life. So it's just another word, so we can write that there for the golden light. Okay? Now this universe that I've drawn here is basically what we call God. That's what the religions refer to as a supreme being. Everything that exists has a certain level of consciousness. Right down to this texture has a certain level of consciousness, otherwise it would not exist. There needs to be intent to come in to arrange all what we refer to, I'll get into later, the Platonic solids in the correct manner for this to exist and hold the form. A tree, for example, birds, animals, they all have consciousness. It's all different levels of consciousness. They are all living creatures. This planet is a living being. Therefore our universe is a living being. And that's what we refer to as God, the Supreme Being. And we are all inside of that and all part of that.